Hey, Brian Wall here with worshiptutorials.com. This is a tutorial for the song With Us, which is done by Hillsong Live. It's on the Hillsong Live God is Able album, I believe, and it is written by Reuben Morgan and Dylan Thomas. So Reuben Morgan and both those guys are pretty significant songwriters there for Hillsong. So the song With Us is in the key of D. So the chords that you're going to need to know to play this song are D, and I almost exclusively play this D2 chord during this song. So it's like a D major, but you take your middle finger off and let the high E string ring out. There is an A chord, but I typically play it like an A suspended. And the reason I do that is because it's an easy transition between the A and the D, and I just like the way it sounds. So to play that, it would be mute, open, 2, 2, 3, open. There's a B minor, and I kind of play this open variation of B minor, and it looks like mute, 2, open, 2, 3, open. There's a G, which I kind of play the 4-finger version of G for that. There is an F sharp minor that sneaks in the bridge. You can actually kind of skip over it on acoustic guitar. You don't really have to play it, but it's in there, and that is mute, 4, 4, 2, open, open. I went through those chords pretty quickly, and the reason I did is because I have a video that I just finished a week ago or so over how to play chords in the key of D, and I go over specifically this D, that A kind of suspended, and that open B minor. So if it's new to you, if you don't quite know how to play it, there should be a link probably below on YouTube and on Worship Tutorials where you can go through and watch that video, chords in D. You figure out how to play all these chords exactly, and you can come back to this video and learn how to play the song with us. So let's talk about strumming pattern before we get started. I'm just going to do it on a D. Now the bass strumming pattern that we're going to use is this. And it goes down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. This is a 4/4 song. It actually goes at a pretty good pace. It sounds slower than it actually is, but the tempo is 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. I'm going to slow that down for you. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So the intro progression goes B minor, G, D, A. I'm going to play the pattern in that progression so you can see where the changes happen. Kind of slow so you can see how it goes. Here we go. Down, down, up, down, up, change, down, up, down, change, down, up, change, down, up, again. G, D, A. Okay, so that went over our intro. Like I said, it goes B minor, G, D, A. The intro and the verse does that. The verse does it for 3 lines, and then on the 4th line of the verse, it goes B minor, G, and then straight to A for 2 measures. And then we go into the chorus. So I'm just going to play through the intro and the verse, and so you see how it goes. So starting with the intro, just one time through, and then I'll hop into the verse. B minor, G. Here we go with the verse. For the world you knew prepared for me, for my heart believed you came to my rescue. Now I'm found in love. So that brings us to the chorus. Oh God, there's no end to your love. It's D to G. There's no end to your love. It goes to B minor. You're with us. And then back to a G. You're with us. And then it repeats. D, G, B minor, G. And I will make a note about this song. It is really high. When you get into this chorus, it goes way up there, especially when you sing the line, "You're with us." I actually did an acoustic version of this video, which you can probably, I'll link to it up here if you have your annotations turned on. You can click through that. I tuned my guitar down a half step in that video. It might serve you well to play this in the key of C, which would be down another half step. So you could transpose it down and play it a little lower. Might be easier to sing, probably easier for congregations to sing. I'm not sure how it would be for a female voice when you get into this chorus. It might be right there where it's really natural to sing, so that might be something to think about too. But what I will do is I will play the last line of the chorus, or the last line of the verse, and then I'll play the chorus. So you keep my life within your mighty hand. That's what the line I'm going to sing, the last line of the verse, into the chorus. So starting the B minor. Keep my life within your mighty hand. Oh God, there's no end to your love. There's no end to your love. You're with us. You're with us. There's nothing in this world that could take you away. There, I just went back to the intro. B minor, G, D, A. So that would be the melody of the second verse. All right, so you go right into verse 2 from the end of that chorus. The very end of the chorus, you're on a G. You go back into the intro. B minor, G, D, A, sing the second verse, sing the chorus. As soon as you're done with the second chorus, you get to the instrumental section. And the instrumental section has a little bit different strumming pattern, and it's really easy. It's just down, up, 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 down, up. It's just down, up, down, up. I would emphasize the 1 and the 3. So what I mean by that is if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, the 1 and the 3 are on downs. So 1, 3, 1, 3. So if I play that over a D, it kind of sounds like. And you're also going to emphasize when there's a chord change. And these chord changes come kind of fast, and when you see the instrumental section on the chord chart, if you go to worshiptutorials.com, you'll see it there. And you'll notice I have a chord, and then I have like the slashes. Those indicate beats, and then the up and down lines indicate measures. So it just tells you what beat and on what measure the change happens. So I'll just illustrate how it goes. So the instrumental section goes B minor, A, B, G, D, A. Here's the F sharp minor that sneaks in. B minor, A, D, G, D, A, and then you go to a G, which is the first chord of the bridge. And another note, that F sharp minor that's kind of like right in the middle of the instrumental section, you don't really need to play it on acoustic. And in fact, I'm going to play through it and I'm just going to skip it altogether. This is how it goes. These changes happen kind of fast. I'm going to come out of the chorus and hit that instrumental section. There's nothing in this world. That's what I'm going to start with on the D. There's nothing in this world that could take you away. You're with us. You're with us. B minor. A, D, G. To a D. To an A. Back to B minor. B minor. A, D, G. To a D. To an A. To the bridge on a G. You reign in our hearts. Okay, so the bridge part goes G, you reign in our hearts. B minor, you reign above all. D, be lifted on high. A. So it'd probably just be easier for me to play it. So I'll play the last half of that instrumental section, and then I'll go straight into the bridge. So B minor, A, B, G, D, A. Here's the bridge on a G. You reign in our hearts. You reign above all. Be lifted on high. That's an A. Back to a B minor. Back to a G, sorry. You reign in our hearts. B minor. You reign above all. D. Be lifted on high. And so you can repeat that bridge a couple times. I believe on the Hillsong album they do it either 3 or 4 times, and on the last one they go up an octave on the last line. So you reign in our hearts. It's hard to sing up there like that without a full band and all that energy behind you. So if you do this one acoustic, feel free to kind of keep it just mellowed out a little bit, but you will need to hit those high notes in the chorus. All right, so the end of the bridge is an A, and it goes straight into the chorus to a D. There's no end to your love. There's no end to your love. It's pretty basic, just straight from the bridge into the chorus. And then to end the song, so it's you're with us. B minor, G, D, A. It's just like the intro. B minor, G, D, A. That's how I like to end it. So, couple thoughts on this. I've hit this before, but again, this song is difficult to sing. In fact, Hillsong, the vocalist from Hillsong is Jad something or other. I don't exactly remember his last name. It starts with a G, I, Giles or something like that. If you know, let me know. But I don't know how to pronounce it either, so anyway. He is a really incredible vocalist. I really love listening to him. I think he's a great worship leader. You can just hear the energy in his voice. But he's talented, and there are not many, including me, who are even close to that talented. And so it makes the songs that he does difficult to sing. So feel free to experiment in lowering keys, or just don't jump octaves like he does. Like in the bridge, they jump an octave. Octave jumps are tough. They're tough for worship leaders to do, but they're especially tough for congregations to do. Because if you think, the people leading worship, the guys and girls leading worship, and the vocalists in the band represent kind of the cream of the crop vocally in a church. And if you are one of those people and you are struggling to sing the song, most of the people in the congregation, you have to realize, don't sing as well as you do. Don't have as much range as you do. Especially think, like, if you're a male, think of the males in the congregation. They can't hit the notes as high as you can, typically. So if you really struggle on this, instead of deciding just to push it and try and hit the notes, maybe lower it down a key And it'll make it easier for you to sing. It'll make it easier for the congregation as well. And that's a win-win in my book. I don't think there's anything wrong with changing keys. I've said that many times before in my tutorials. But I think it's a good, smart thing to do. So that's kind of my thought for the day for this tutorial anyway. Please click through to worshiptutorials.com where you can download these charts. Sign up for my mailing list if you haven't, if you would like to get free music from me every month. If you do that, I sure do thank you. When you're over at Worship Tutorials, there are a couple ways you can support the site. One, you can give me a donation directly, and that will help support the site. There are costs involved like hosting, equipment costs to make these videos, and obviously the time commitment involved. And these are all free to you. And that is my desire for anyone who wants to lead worship to be able to use this site as a resource to learn how to play the songs. You can also click on our sponsors. Currently we have got Dustin Smith and his new album that he just put out. It's a great live worship album. Also, there's a link that, or a graphic that you'll see there for allaboutworship.com, which is a really cool worship website. They do a podcast that's great. Go check them out. Finally, you can buy one of these Worship Tutorials t-shirts. There's a link up at the top, be the top right on the navigation there, where you can click through to order a t-shirt. The Fancy Worship Leader V-neck special t-shirt is now available. And there are some other options there for you as well. I will get a small percentage of those sales, so if you'd like to support me that way and wear Worship Tutorials on your shirt, that would be awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.